Hi, my name is Collin Bonner. I'm 19 years old, and I started the petition to make Lightning McQueen Crocs in adult sizes. Growing up as a kid, I was a huge fan of the movie Cars. It was just a movie that was on every day. Not every day, but I'd watch it all the time. And I also was a huge fan of the Cars video game. It was one of the first video games I ever played, and I just remember playing it for hours. And that's something I probably did every day or whenever I could play video games as a kid. So that was basically where it all started. So I think at the beginning there was always a lot of underground hype about it. Just a lot of people in many different places just on their own intentions wanted Lightning McQueen Crocs to be in adult sizes. But I think it kind of started to rally on like the Instagram. Just people would start to leave comments every so often, especially me. It'd get to the point where every day I was leaving a comment on a post that Crocs made that day or something like that. Oh, come on, make Lightning McQueen Crocs in adult sizes. I think it's a little weird because you can open up the trunk and it's technically like his intestines. I had around about 33,000 signatures by the time I closed the petition. And that was a number I'd never expected to reach. That is just insane even thinking about it. I'm pretty sure there would have been more and more people as time went on, but I was surprised when we hit 100. I was surprised when we hit 200, and when we hit 500 and 1,000. It was just every single time I hit another landmark, I was just more and more excited. I had so many of these. I printed out at least like 500 of these total. So if you have one out there, let me know and show it with me because they're super sick. But I've given these out in New York City. I gave them out in Pittsburgh. I gave them out in Erie. I gave them out everywhere. So everywhere that I was and that I traveled, I try to give these out to. So these kind of mean a lot to me. I even have a massive one that I brought to New York City with me. But yeah, scan the QR code. It still takes you to the page right there on change.org. It came to be that Twitter was what we used most to kind of tweet at Crocs and send messages and stuff like that. That's for some reason, that was the social media that apparently Crocs uses the most, they're the most active on, and I think has the biggest community of people. So we really used Twitter when it came down to talking to Crocs and trying to send a message to them. And there were so many people did it too. It's just, and even now, up until this day, there's still people tweeting at Crocs to, restock, restock, restock. So Twitter's definitely where it's at when it comes to talking to Crocs. And yeah, we tweet at them almost every tweet they had. I remember I turned post notifications on just to see if there's anything relating to Lightning McQueen Crocs. So it was the beginning of May. I was just sitting in my friend Mason's mom's classroom, Mrs. Reynolds. We were just sitting there eating lunch, and all of a sudden I get the post notification from Crocs, and I just think it's, something out of the ordinary, just another tweet about Crocs. So I click on it, open it up, and boom, there it is, a pair of Lightning McQueen Crocs, and right next to it I see my name at Collin123, and I'm just already shell shocked, no idea what's going on, freaking out, and then I'm reading it like, Kachow, this is finally gonna happen, and then at Collin123, and I'm just like mind blown when I see that, and they're like, DM us, we want to send you the first pair. So I just start screaming everywhere, oh my gosh, everyone's kind of looking at me and staring at me, and I'm just standing on top of this desk screaming. And then once I'm like, they're making Lightning McQueen Crocs in adult sizes, everyone just goes, oh, and starts clapping or whatever. And so I just start, I'm in this total overwhelming state of joy, and I just start running around the whole school, just interrupting all these classes. Yeah, just at the time I felt like I was on cloud nine. I didn't really care if I got yelled at for being excited, because it was just an amazing feeling. Every time I told someone, it was just seeing everyone's joy on their faces as well as mine was just a really magical moment that I'll definitely never forget. One of my favorite things about them that I didn't even know is when they originally came out, I was not expecting this, but when I opened the box, I'm like, okay, just judging by looking at it, it has to be this way. And then I just went, hit them, and they started to light up, and I was like, yes! Because it wasn't just like normal lighting where they all flash at once. It was like they go back and forth, and just if you can tell how that works, it's super cool, and it's probably my favorite feature, if not everything about this just makes it so special. Like the eyes, the 95. I don't know, just all the attention to detail they did was really good, and I love it so much. After they were released, I got them like 4 days before they were actually released. But the day they dropped, they did them in a really small window of Crocs. And so only a few people got them, like a handful. I don't want to say like 15, but I know that there was so many people. It was probably, I don't even know how many pairs, because so many people just bought them and resold them on eBay as fast as they could. And they sold out super fast. So there was so many people who wanted them from the start, signed my petition, and did all of that, but still weren't able to get a pair, which I really did bum me out. But Crocs has done some re-releases. The first one they did was on 9/25, September 25th, that following fall, or technically summer fall area. So they released them on 9/25. That was the first time they re-released them, and it was still, again, just in that small kind of order. Not too many were released, and they still kind of only do that where there's almost now like it's like a StockX waiting line where it's like you got to be online at the right time and be in this wait list, and you can only get like one pair. So it's really crazy how they do it now. But my goal is just, I really hope anyone who wants a pair can get a pair, because I'd rather have someone who really wants it and really just, even if it's just for the joke, for the irony of it, it's just a super cool thing to have. What a lot of people don't know is these are actually the third iteration of Crocs. They've kind of released them around every time. They've done a Cars movie, but this is the first time they did them in adult sizes. The ones I did here on this poster were originally done, those were done for the Cars 2 movie. And you can kind of see the difference in the flames here compared to the ones here. So they've done different iterations, but this is the first time they did it, and it came right around the time of Cars 3. So when I got the Crocs, I decided to pick this up just as a little memento, just to know what I've done. I feel like it started about like how everyone kind of started, just it'd be funny, everyone's had or saw Lightning McQueen Crocs as kids, the small ones that they made, and everyone just wanted to, see something that they might have worn or had as a kid and wear it as an adult. And I think a lot of us related to that and just wanted something that we thought would be funny to wear, would be fun to wear, and ironically or unironically looks really cool to wear. So there's a lot of factors behind it.